We're back for another week, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's episode. Y'all ain't running up the views on YouTube like I was anticipating y'all doing, but that's okay because it was the first episode. However, I'm not here to shame you either. People have lives, you probably didn't know of the new format, and that is completely fine. But I will say this. I want to see those numbers climbing because we are trying to broaden our audience. So if you are watching this video on YouTube or on the Spotify, then I'm gonna need you to hit that share button, share it with someone that you think would enjoy our episodes, because every share counts.
Every
single one of them. So with that being said, do the work, people. Do the work.
Yeah. Wow.
But how are you, my friend? How are you today? What is your what's your mental state right now? Is it good?
Yes, my mental state is good right now. I am doing well. I had another morning of waking up at a ridiculously early hour for no reason. But it's okay. I am in a good mindset. I feel like I got up and I have accomplished some things today, and there's more to do. But I am in a good mood. How about you?
I'm better. I am it's an emotional day. Hopefully I'll make it through this podcast without crying at least at least once. I like to go and cry in my alone time. I cry once a week. I say that a lot.
You do.
But, I just, I hope I can make it through and, not have any emotions. I am emotional eating. I just went to the store and I picked up some things. I feel like this is going to be an emotional eating episode. I am so sorry in advance for the crunching that may happen in your ears today, but it's a thing, it's a thing right now. It's going to happen. I have my favorite wine, which is Roscato. This is the Rosa Doce. And so good, so amazing. I also have, if you can see, I
know what those are though.
It ain't gonna let me do it. Anyway, these are
the
Cheez-It Snap, the sour, the cheddar and sour cream and onion ones. And so I'm excited about that. And I also have a Twix.
I'm weak.
So I'll probably be eating all that on the podcast today, and that's completely fine. It's not conducive to anything that I've been doing for my weight loss efforts. However, emotions, completely. You want some of these cheeses? Because I'll come bring you some.
I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna want somebody else. It's okay. We can wait till it's over, but
because it ain't nothing to just run in there real quick and pour you.
That's true. No, it's okay.
Okay,
I can wait. I'll wait. Thank you.
Anyway, so yeah, I feel like this food is gonna help me through my mental today. I'm gonna pour me a glass of wine now. I got a tall glass today because I need. Oh damn! I got the sparkling one. I did not want the sparkling one. I ain't want this. I don't like sparkling wine. I don't even know why they make sparkling wine. What the hell?
What makes it sparkling?
Oh man. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, get yourself together.
It'll be all right.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, my friend, how was your weekend? How did you spend your weekend?
How did I spend my weekend? Well, I spent Saturday pretty much in bed all day.
Good.
Did nothing. I watched cartoons and and I don't know what else. I think I tried a movie. No, I think it was Friday night. I watched something. I don't remember what it was. But anyway,
that show that was weird.
Yes.
About the president.
Whatever that was. Oh wait, yes. I watched this animated movie. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. But it was like this. It's an animated movie that just came out on like Netflix. And it's about like George Washington and like I don't know how to describe it. It has like a bunch of like people that you hear about in like US history.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're like basically standing up against like what was it, like the Brits? I think it's like they took the take. You remember like the stories about like when they said like the British are coming, like that type of thing. They took that story and like flipped it and like made it like there was like werewolves, there was like large mechanical things that you see like in like the Wild Wild West, or like a like when I say wild, I mean like Will Smith's Wild Wild West, like that big thing they were on it. Like it was like sci-fi, and like they mixed a lot of stuff. It was a lot of references to like current things. I will admit it was funny. It was funny. I will say I was amused because I really wasn't about to watch it, but I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try, because I couldn't find nothing. It was one of those, I'm trying to find something to watch, but I can't find nothing. Right. And I'm taking like half an hour already. But anyway, I watched it, and it was actually pretty funny. I wish I remember the name. I would tell y'all, because some people might find it funny too. But yeah, that was Friday night. Saturday, I stayed in bed all day and just recovered from my week, because wow, what a week.
I can imagine.
What a week. And yeah, and then here we are today. Today's Sunday. It's a bright, sunny, cold Sunday, and I haven't been in bed all day today. I've gotten things done.
Yeah, good. Balance is what we need.
Balance. I need to go to the grocery store. That's a plan. I have on actual jeans today because I told myself I'm going to go into the grocery store.
Yeah,
that's what I told myself. So that is what I plan to do. Don't know what I'm getting. Have no idea, no clue. Haven't made no list. But something for the week. Whatever. And yeah, my weekend's been fine. My weekend's been a weekend of recovery, and yeah, that's pretty much it. How about yours?
One of the things that I wanted to talk about today was the importance of like taking a step back and kind of like getting your rest and spending time alone. So like, would you say that like kind of being in bed, like, just watching TV is like how you like enjoy to spend your alone time? Or like, what do you?
Yeah, that's part. I am definitely a person who is in bed often. It's just comfortable. It's just I like to be comfortable. And so yeah, I am definitely a person who like free time, as far as like the wind down or the calm down, yeah, I'll definitely be in bed. I think really for me it's like I like not even necessarily so much being in the bed as much as I just kind of like being bundled up, because like I can get on the couch right now and I will wrap up in a throw and just be content in whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so like I think yeah, just being like wrapped up and just like in a comfortable seated or laid out position, whatever, and then yeah, listen to music, watch whatever catches my attention, play video games or read or write. You know what I'm saying? Like just that type of stuff. I'm very much so. That's what works for me. I know some people are like the exact opposite, and they like to be out and about. But I am very much so. Yes, wrap me up like a cocoon and leave me at home. Thank you. Yeah.
I feel like for me, well, first of all, that sounds like super like chill, relax. Like I need to adopt that. I think for me, I kind of like both, on like days where I don't have anything to do. Actually, most days, especially lately, I don't know what's going on with me. But I've been spending a lot. Yeah, maybe, but I've been spending a lot of time in the bed like during the day because I don't work until 3:30. So like, either like I'll wake up and I don't get like actually foot out of the bed. Now, mind you, I wake up at like 8:00 in the morning. I don't actually like step foot out of bed till like 12:30. I literally just be in bed, just like working on something or yeah. So I agree. I spend a lot of my alone time in the bed, just kind of chilling, no TV, just me and my laptop or me and my phone playing games, which I'm gonna get into games in a little bit and off my chest, but I like to spend time there, but I'm also very much of a like to be out in the world type of person alone. And so like a lot of times like I'll like lately I've been doing a lot of like Uber Eats deliveries, and like I find that's like really peaceful to me. Like not necessarily doing the delivery portion, but just like dropping around and just kind of like just being out there in the world safely, of course. Right. And so I like to, I don't know, but I need to spend more time like just chilling and just like really relaxing, because I don't spend enough time like actually relaxing. Like I'm sure you notice, like every day I'm going somewhere, I'm doing something. Like literally every day I'm leaving the house. Like
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'm not even really doing anything other than like deliveries, but like I need to like learn how to just pull back. So I just wanted to say that because I feel like a lot of the reason why I feel like I'm feeling like a little bit of overwhelm and just like exhaustion lately is because I haven't spent enough time like just chilling. So yesterday was kind of that for me. Yesterday, I think I went out twice. I went out to go get my to go try to go get my car detailed, and that didn't work out because of the rain. And then I went out to go pick up something from the store, but literally most of the day yesterday, I laid in bed. I didn't watch TV. I just kind of like ate. It just enjoyed my Saturday. Really is what I did. But I really hate that the weekends are so short, which I'm gonna get into that and off my chest as well. But I like, yeah, that's how I spend my weekend.
Sounds wonderful to me. You know, I think it's good. It's probably healthier to have the balance, or more of a balance where you're out versus home, or you know, it's probably healthier to have the balance anyway. So I'll just be worn out, boy, from
work. Work is real. Like you
work
spend more time. Yeah, you spend more time awake at work. Awake. You spend more time awake at work than you do anywhere else. And like it's especially now because you don't have to actually commute to work. It's just like you're home and you feel like you should be getting some relaxation, but you're actually working, and like there's no balance there. And then like it's the overwhelm from work, and then having to collaborate with people over the internet is stressful, and like, yeah, and so I get it. No, and you deserve, because I don't have to work with my coworkers at all, really. Like other than like our team meetings, I don't have to work with my coworkers, but you actually have to like, you know, reach out to people for assistance sometimes, and that can be frustrating. I'm not the type of person like. I'm very much an independent worker. Like I don't like to even have a team, which is to my detriment when it comes to my businesses, because I just like to have my hands in everything. I like to know the things are getting done right, and I would be stressed out. So I get fully why you be in there about to scream, because I definitely.
Yeah. It's Monday through Friday. Is a chore. When after 5:30 things improve. Put it that way. Yeah.
You know, I can't can if I could. I can't can if I could. But yeah. Anyway, my friend. Oh, I was saying all that to say, people, spend time with yourself. Spend a little time, self-care, self-love. Spend time with yourself. Get your life by yourself. You know, you don't need nobody. You go to the movies by yourself. Go out to eat by yourself. I just got this Adventure Challenge book. It's a solo edition. If you guys aren't familiar with the Adventure Challenge book, which y'all need to drop me a coin for sponsor. But if you're not familiar with the Adventure Challenge book series, basically what they have is a bunch of different activities that you could do. They have a couples edition. They have a couples edition. They have a solo edition. They have one that you could do with your friends, and one for families, I think. Anyway, I'm not in a couple or a throuple. I actually would like to be a throuple, but I don't have that going on. You know, my family's all spread around, you know, and I don't have a family of my own. And I got friends, but I'm sick of them. No, I'm just
now he meant it. It's okay.
I'm just joking completely. But no, so I got the solo edition one, and I've really been enjoying it. I only did one activity so far, but basically they have like these scratch offs that like you scratch off the activity. It gives you hints about the activity. It gives you an idea of like how much it would cost, like what it involves, and kind of like what your materials would be. And then you just scratch it off, and it's kind of like a surprise activity, and you do it. And like they have a section where you, after you complete the activity, you can take a picture, put the picture in the book, and like write a little journal entry about the activity. But I think it's so dope to have something like that, just to kind of get used to, because I think a lot of people don't like spending time alone or being alone with their thoughts, or for whatever reason, they just like to have some kind of companionship, and they like to kind of rely on others, which I can be like that sometimes too, but I am very much of a I'm very much of a introvert in that regard. I'm an extroverted introvert. Anyway, but I think it's dope for that. It's a dope idea for a book for people who just kind of need some time alone and just to get used to spending time alone and realize that you can actually have fun by yourself, spend time with yourself. I think that's so important when you're on a path of like self-love, self-discovery, self-worth, like to just actually like enjoy yourself, you know? And so outside of masturbation, you know, like
okay. We just had to go there. Okay.
Which you absolutely should be doing. You absolutely should be masturbating.
I mean,
yes, do it. But but I'm saying spend time alone outside of the bedroom, which is or the shower or wherever you masturbate. You know, people at the park, you know, people
we don't have to go into detail here.
You know, OnlyFans has popularized people going to the park and being like they almost got caught. And, yeah, so
you know what? Okay. I won't say anything. Okay.
But yeah, spend time with yourself, you know. There's a method to my madness. Anyway, my friend, do you have anything you want to get off your chest?
I just need to get it off my chest. Yeah, more than you know. Yeah, more than you know.
You know, the only thing I want to get off my chest this week is that fall really just came in like a rushing wind. I was I opened that door this morning to take out trash, and the wind, you know, it just really came, and it really came and just like slapped me. Like it really just disrespected me with the way they assaulted me. And you know, kind of in the vein of speaking on OnlyFans, you know, I'm not a person who cares to be choked or slapped. I'm not with that. You know, I know some people like it, but I can't deal with you. I know some people like it, but not my thing. But the way that wind just like smacked me, it just really smacked me and like grabbed me by my throat and called me a chump. And you know what? In that moment, I didn't mind. I found that in this moment, you know, I was okay with such mistreatment. And yeah, that, you know, I am a fall person. But I'm a fall person, and that's really just it. That wind is finally here. Fall is here, autumn is here, whatever you want to call it is here. I don't know, autumn solstice, is that the thing? It's here, and I'm glad, I'm grateful. It's a bright and sunny day, and you know, I forgot just what time of the year it was, because it's basically been feeling like summer still. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm so glad fall is here, and I hope you guys have your hoodies and your sweats or whatever it is that makes you happy to wear during this season, because dear God, we're so grateful. My favorite season has arrived. I'm not going to comment on what I just saw, but yeah.
I'm weak. not this weather bullied you this morning when you walked out.
Disrespected me, just straight disrespecting
Completely.
me, like I'm like I was a plaything, and I was like, you know what? Do it again.
I can relate because I walked outside this morning. I was like, yo, I got to the stairs and I was like, it's not too cold outside. It wasn't like this yesterday. It was a nice temperature outside yesterday, but that's why I have this jacket on. I didn't even take it off. I was like,
make it past the front door.
I was like, I was like, okay, it's a little cool. Like I got to the front door and I was like, okay, it's a little cool. Took 3 steps, got to the stairs. I was like, oh, nobody. Like this went, which won't do.
Right.
Not today. But yeah,
right.
I can relate. The relatable content is what I'm trying to say.
That's really all I have to get off my chest. What about you?
So, first things first. I feel like I say it, and I probably say this like once a season, maybe twice, 3 times, maybe every episode. I don't know. I got to go back and listen. I don't. But I do listen as they're live, but I don't. You know, I just need to go back and just really refresh and remember when I said this portion. But why is the weekend so short? I just really feel like Saturday just came and went, and like by the time Saturday's over, it's Sunday, and Sunday's not really the weekend. And I really hate it all here. I really hate every portion of having to work 5 days a week and only have 2 days to relax. Like, how? Why is this a thing? I don't understand. I hate it all. It's really ghetto. It's really horrible. First thing I wanted to get off my chest, like really, it just really sucks. It just really drains me just even thinking about it. Like I feel like I'm about to pass out right now. Like just thinking about it. It's just really, I don't understand. I don't understand why. I don't understand why this is a thing. I also, I also feel as though. I'm sorry, I thought my computer chair just shifted. I also feel like, what was I about to say? You mentioned the weather. Damn, what was I about to say? I was on a roll. Oh. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say, Shabay. Wow.
I know you mentioned earlier you was gonna mention something about video games on Off My Chest.
Okay, so I wasn't gonna mention that right now. There's like 5 things I need to get off my chest today, but
you made a list? You should have made a list.
I should have. I was just gonna go for it. Go for the gusto. But video games. I just want to talk about how these like the manufacturers or these marketing teams are evil when it comes to like cell phone video games. Like they really are evil. Like they are, but they're geniuses. They're evil geniuses, and I feel like the brain should really kind of collaborate with them on a scheme to take over the world because these marketing specialists at the that work with these video game companies or cell phone video game developers, they are geniuses when it comes to like getting people to download an app. Like I cannot tell you over the past couple of days. Actually, I could tell you if I go to my recently added apps. I can't tell you how many times over the past couple of days that I downloaded the game because I was just looking at the ad that was either presented on Facebook or Instagram or like watching the Instagram story. And I'm like, no, that's not how you do it. Like you gotta do this. Like are you kidding? you know how they have those ads and it's like the game they actually walk you through the gameplay and it's like they pick the stupidest way to solve whatever puzzle or whatever. And I'm just like, this is so simple and easy. Like, why are you not getting it? Why are you solving it like that? And then I found myself on the ad.
Wow. So
let me just download this and show them how it's done. Then I download the game and it's like, it's so much easier than they even showed in the ad. And I'm just like, you just wasted my time.
I'm weak. So you're the type of person those ads are for. Me, I'm just annoyed when they pop up because I'm like, you're slowing me down. Because I'm already usually, I see them in the middle of me playing another game. And so I'm like, I'm only clicking on them so I can get whatever the free item is that comes to the result. And so I'm just like, please move this along. These 30 seconds are taking too long. So you're the person those are for. Okay. It makes sense to me now.
Very much so. Because like I see them and I'm like, no, that's not how you do it. Like you do it this way. Every time it gets me. But there's one game that I downloaded that I'm so glad I downloaded. It's called BeatStar. It's kind of like was it DJ Hero, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, like those games. I love that game so much. I'm literally addicted. I've been addicted to it for weeks. Like literally, I spend so much of my time. I'm finally on level 7. But which is where I can like play the extreme difficulty songs. I'm so excited about it. But I'm like hard work. I've invested hours into getting.
I've heard you playing it. Yeah.
Yes, it's so much fun because it has like all these popular songs. It has like songs that we grew up and loved. Like it has like Erykah Badu On and On, which I just got. A bunch of songs that we actually like listening to, and so like actually playing along with them is fun. But yeah, it's addictive. It is so addictive. I get mad whenever because like as you complete the games, you get these coins to unlock songs, and like they have like 3 little trunks that you can unlock at the bottom, and once they're full, you have to wait. You have to unlock them. You have to unlock one to be able to continue to play. And so like I get so annoyed whenever I have to wait like a couple of hours to unlock one of the trunks so I can free up some space to play. But I am addicted to that game. And if you guys have not played it, don't have it, get it. If you like Guitar Hero, Rock Band, this game is for you. Drop me a coin for the sponsorship. Also.
I'm just waiting. I need them to go ahead and run that.
Yes, run our check. Thanks.
Thank you.
So we can get some new equipment. Run our check. We can build a set. Then we can do this like, yeah. Anyway, another thing I wanted to get off my chest. I feel like it was involving work. People, don't waste my time. If you or anybody's time, I think time is money. I absolutely believe in time is money. I think that time is precious and valuable, and we don't have time. You're literally wasting minutes of my life that I can never get back. And once that minute has passed, I'm never gonna have another minute like that minute. So with you wasting my time, I really don't appreciate it. With that being said, if you make plans with someone, follow through, show up, just please do it. Don't play games, beat around the bush, talking about you don't want to come, XYZ, which I am guilty of, because sometimes, a lot of times, I get invited somewhere and I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. Cool, great. But then I get the day of, I'm like, oh, hold on, wait, I really just kind of just want to just sit here. But I still show up. I still show up because I said I was going to be there. I'm not going to waste my time. So if you make plans with people, just be a man of your word. Show up, please. Because if I show up to a place where we were supposed to meet and we mutually discussed this and we set a time, place, date, then show up. Just show up.
I agree. I'm in agreement. I think it's, if you said you're going to be there, then be there. If you can't be there, then let somebody know ahead of the time. I think a lot of people, myself included, go through what you were saying, where it's like you agree to something ahead of time and then the day comes and you're just like, oh my God, no, I just want to stay. And it's nothing to do with the person or the event or whatever. It's just like, I just want to stay home. I'm just tired, or maybe I'm not tired. Maybe there's just something else I'd rather do, to be honest. So it's just like, yeah, I think a lot of us go through that. So yeah, but yeah, I feel you. If you give your word, then attend, or if you can't, or something changes, you can't or don't want to, or whatever it may be.
Right. Just say you can't come, or let me know in advance. Which, mind you, it didn't escalate. This specific situation I'm talking about didn't escalate to the point where I actually left the house. But like, just let me know in advance, because like I could have done something else with my time. I could have planned something else. Like,
right.
No, just be real. Like, let me know. I don't really feel like it. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll do something else. But like, just don't have me thinking up until the time that I actually get dressed and get ready, and then you like, actually, can we? I'm gonna be pissed off. Like, I'm gonna be mad. But yeah.
Right.
Especially if I spend time getting dressed, because it takes me. It don't take me too long to get dressed, but I have a whole routine. Like, I got to do my skincare. I got to do my, moisturize. Got to put lotion on, shower, like. Pick out my clothes. Wow, that's the biggest one. No, it's hard to pick out outfits.
It takes a while.
I'm going through I literally just scroll through my Instagram feed, like, how can I recreate this outfit? So I actually put thought into what I put on, depending on the situation. Yeah. So like, if I do all of that, and like, you could have told me 3-4 hours in advance that you won't gonna be able to make it, then I could have done something else. Right. Time, is what I'm saying. Like, anyway, also, people, I urge you guys to, and this is more on a more serious note, I urge you guys to, like, if you have a friend or someone that you have not spoken to in a minute, or and they've been on your mind, call them, check on them. If it's been a while before you have resolved any issues with anyone, or just kind of wondering what happened, reach out, find out what's going on. Like, because life is so short. Like, you just, like, literally life can change in the blink of an eye. Like, a person can be gone here 1 second, can be here 1 second, gone the next. And you don't want to be left wondering when they're gone, like, what happened, or not even what happened, or just feel like, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have said this, or I wish I would have done this. If it's on your mind to do it, just do it. And it's nothing to it. And I think a lot of times, and another thing that annoys me too, and I guess I can kind of get into that. Another thing that annoys me about people is they feel like that people hate the double text situation. And I get it fully. Like, if somebody hasn't responded to your text message, you don't want to send another text message. But I feel like, is it really that big of an issue to send another text message? Like, especially in situations like this. Like, reach out to people. It don't matter how many times you've reached out to someone and maybe to no response, or even just didn't even get the answer that you did. At least you took the effort to actually get whatever clarity or get whatever you have on your mind out. It's okay to do that. Like, it's really okay to do that. And I don't know. I lost a friend yesterday, and I wish I would have reached out more. And so I'm like, damn, like,
yeah.
I just I just don't want anybody else to kind of feel like what I'm feeling right now, because I'm like, damn, like, it's been a couple of years we ain't talked, and like, it's been on both sides, and I'm just kind of like, I wonder what happened. Like, I wonder if we just kind of like fell off, like growing pains, or just like life, And so now I'm left wondering, like, damn, like, were we cool? Are we still cool? Or like, did you have an issue with me? Or like, do you feel like I wasn't there when you needed me? Or like what? So I'm left with those thoughts right now, and I don't like it. Do I have any regrets? I just regret not reaching out like I should have, And because I just feel like whenever somebody's on your mind, they're on your mind for a reason, and it's nothing to send a text message like, "Hey, I'm just thinking about you. I hope everything's good." That's literally all you have to say. Like, literally, make some kind of effort. It don't matter how many times you reach out; just make the effort. If they're on your mind, just let them know. I don't understand what's the problem with being vulnerable in that way. And I really don't understand why I didn't do it when I did it, because I'm usually a huge advocate of doing that. But and I preach it a lot, so I don't understand I really have to like sit down with myself and really kind of hash that out. But like, I just don't want anybody feeling like how I feel right now. So with that being said, just reach out to people when you feel like you need to. Pert.
Okay. Well,
I got to do that without crying. You ready?
You did.
You ready?
You did well. I'm very proud of you. I am. You did well. You did good with that. Okay. Well, did you have anything else to get off your chest?
I want to get my chest off my chest. I'm tired of being fat. But I'm sitting here eating these cheeses, and they're so good. And friend, if you want some, because I see you looking.
You don't see.
I see you looking. If you want some, I can come in the room. It's only a few steps away.
Shut up. No, I'm fine until we're done. I'm fine.
I'm sitting here eating these cheeses. I'm thinking like, wow, I need to lose some weight. My mom's 70th birthday party is in 2 weeks. I have a suit that I want to wear, and I'm not planning on buying another suit. It's a Great Gatsby themed party, which I'm so excited about. However, I ain't trying to buy a new suit. I'm trying to get into this suit. The pants fit fine. I carry all my weight in my upper body. I got a big upper body. And so,
What's big?
Your upper body. I got a big upper body, and that's okay, But my jacket's a little snug, so I should be really focusing on trying to get into this jacket in 2 weeks, which I feel like I can. It ain't too snug, but I just wanted to be a little bit. I guess I could wear it open, but anyway, I'm saying all to say I need to get my chest off my chest. That's fine.
I feel you. I also need to be more active. I've started like being more active, like as far as like working out in the morning. Well, I only did it the past 2 days, but I'm trying to like get myself into a habit. So again, it's hard though. It's hard to like make it a lifestyle. It's really hard to make it a lifestyle. So
it really is. And you fall off one day, I'm trying to tell you, fall off one day, buddy. Fall off that one day. I would say some one day. Fall off that one day, you screwed.
It's hard. And it's so easy to fall off that one day. And it could be more than one reason why you ended up falling. It may not even just been like, oh, I just don't feel like it. Anything could come up, blah, blah, blah. Just like, I can't do it now. So, you know what I'm saying? But then it can grow. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
I was doing so good. I was doing keto. I was losing weight. I think when we went out of town for India's birthday. What's up, India? But we went out of town for India's birthday. And ever since then, I just kind of been like, okay, I'm gonna start back on Monday. Monday come, I'm good. Tuesday come, nope.
Okay. Well.
And then the whole week, I'm just like, I started getting on Monday. Monday come around, cool, good, we got it, good. Gonna eat my factory meal. Tuesday come around, nope. It's an endless cycle, and I just really got to get back at it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's doable. It is doable. Well, all right then. We are moving. Oh, well, are you done?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
We're okay. We are moving on to the grapevine.
What you got for us, man? I need to eat some of these cheeses, so you go first.
I'm really, really weak at you. And I probably should have actually pulled up something, but I didn't.
You probably should get some of these cheeses.
Shut up. Don't you talk to me. I literally only have one thing. Because I saw you had got a good list. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just get one. So the one that I wanted to bring up is just our good old auntie Tabitha Brown, and how she became #1 on the New York Times bestseller list for her book, Feeding the Soul. Sorry, Feeding the Soul.
I'm feeding my soul right now.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So Tabitha Brown recently shared an emotional reaction. I'm reading this off of Because Then We Can. Tabitha Brown recently shared an emotional reaction to her book hitting #1 on the New York Times bestseller list, which I watched when she dropped it because y'all know I follow her. And yeah, I was definitely emotional. It's just beautiful seeing people's stuff coming to fruition. But so she released her book, Feeding the Soul, Because It's My Business, Finding Our Way to Joy, Love, and Freedom. It recently hit #1 on New York Times bestseller for advice, how-to, and miscellaneous books. So this is her book, her first book, and she decided to take to social media to thank God her fans for bringing her this far. She said, and I quote, "You know how sometimes you do stuff, you do it with no expectation, then God just blows your mind. And honey, that's the moment I'm in," she said while speaking through tears. It's still, wow, one day I'll be able to read. I'm still kind of in a moment of shock, and I was kind of like, oh my God, what does that mean? I don't even know what to say. So then she went on, to thank her and thank her fans and thank God. And she was like, I got to call my daddy. And I was like, yes, that's right. Share it with your family. But I just wanted to bring it up because I love Tabitha. I love her and her family. And, we always going to be excited to see Black folks win anyway.
Exactly.
But, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. I'm really excited. I want to try her seasoning. I can't remember what store carries it. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I do need to go to the store, but I don't know what stores carry it. Anyway,
I hope Target carries it. We got a little garlic powder.
So, probably, it probably got garlic powder in it. I'm sure it's mixed in there somewhere. Niggas love garlic powder, so I'm sure it's mixed in there somewhere. But yeah, I just want to try her out because wow, amazing. We love to see it. And
no, that's dope.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Well, congratulations, Miss Tabitha Brown. First of all, we love to see her win in particular, but we just love to see, like you said, see Black people win. And I'm excited. I need to actually pick up the book. I really need to pick it up
as well, actually.
Mm-hmm. Show God do. I need to get it. I support. But so speaking on Black people winning, I want to give a shout out. Ooh, yeah. I want to give a shout out to Dawn Staley. Basically, she landed a $22 million contract, and so that makes her become the highest paid Black head coach in women's basketball.
Oh.
So the article reads, Dawn Staley has earned Staley. I think that's her name. Staley, Staley. I think that's how you pronounce it. Staley.
Staley. Oh, it might be. Yeah, sorry. It was, yeah. Go ahead.
Dawn Staley. She has earned a 7-year, $22.4 million contract from the University of South Carolina. Shout out to her, making her the highest paid Black head coach in women's basketball. School officials announced the news at a press conference on Friday, describing Staley as one of the nation's top coaches in any sport. It goes on to read, she has built our women's basketball program from the ground up, and her teams have produced championships both on and off the court. Or produced champions both on and off the court. I can't read. I guess reading is a thing today.
It is.
And that's what South Carolina athletics director Ray Tanner said. She joined the program at the University of South Carolina back in 2008 and has become one of the 3 coaches to play in at least 3. Play in at least 3 of the last 6 NCAA Final Fours. So shout outs to Dawn Staley. Let's compute her salary right here. So 7 years at because I just want to talk about this for a second because that is great. Oh, I'm shaking the table. I'm shaking the table, baby. Shaking the table. Calculate. I can't math today. 22.4. No, not 222. That'll be great for her. Divided by 7 equals. I'm trying to move around. That's $3.2 million a year. Do you know if I made $3.2 million a year, that would be nary a word that you could ever utter to me. Like I would not. I would actually. I can't quit because it's a 7-year contract. But I would literally take that first 3.2 million and just go and invest my money and grow it because I don't want to work no more. But ethics. Right. Ethics is. I get it fully. I wonder if she had to pay that back if she quit. I wonder. But I just congratulations, Dawn. I wish I could secure a position where I would make $3.2 million a year. And what about you? Would you return to work?
Would I do what?
Would you quit your job if you were able to get $3.2 million?
You mean like just like now, or you mean like in her situation, or
in her situation, or now? Yeah.
I mean, well, if it was now, oh dear God, there's no such thing as a 2-week notice. If it was in this situation, if it was me now, I don't need that much. I don't. So the answer is in me now, as I am now. If I won or was given $3.2 million, I am quitting that day. And that's just that. In her situation, of course, I'm gonna no. I mean, I imagine it's something she's passionate about too. So what I'm saying.
I'm gonna carry out that contract. I'm gonna carry out that contract.
I'm gonna completely. Definitely. Yeah. Oh,
because
yeah.
Because that's absolutely gonna open the door for new opportunity. You know what I mean?
I was about to say, like, yeah, by the time I get down to like that last year or at the start of that, then I'll be looking at other stuff to like figure out like what's next. Yeah.
You're gonna have to pay me. Do you hear me? Pay me. 22.4 with
like I'm not going lower.
22.4 with cute. But what can y'all do next time? What can y'all do? Because I'm keeping. I'm
25.
I'm producing. No. I need you to double that. 2.5 at least. 2.5 times. I need you to double that. Actually, because I'm producing, and so you need to produce some coins. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. So what would you do with $3.2 million? Like if you had, let's say like you won $3.2 million, what would you invest in? What would you do?
Well, you already know. I always said if I won like a bunch of money, first of all, I'm paying off all my debt, so I ain't gotta think about it no more. And then after that, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going on vacation for a month.
You deserve a month.
Thank you. For me, a month. I think I would be fine if I just go spend a month in another country where it's warm and sunny and there's a beach.
How warm? Because how warm?
I mean, I'm not trying to like be out here sweating, like not when I'm sitting down. Like I want to be able to go out and get on the beach and like, and enjoy that, Mm-hmm. But yeah, so there's that. I'm so sick of you. So there's that. And then after that, what would I invest in? What would I invest in? I would invest in I would find like a nice food chain. Mm-hmm. I would get some vending machines. We're gonna look into what's the correct term for like houses? Like what's the term?
Real estate.
like real estate.
Mhm.
I was about to say realtor, close enough. Anyway, real estate. And what else would I invest in? I don't know, but those are some decent starts, I think.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think I agree with a lot of what you said. I'll pay off my debt absolutely, and pay it off in a way that I don't have to secure any additional debt. So I'll pay all my credit cards off. I'll potentially keep those accounts just so like I have a credit score, but I pay it all off. I wouldn't charge anything just so I don't have to make any monthly payments. I would go on a vacation, but my crazy ass probably go somewhere for like 4 months. I need at least a quarter.
Oh my
3
God,
months.
no.
I need at least a quarter, a whole season. I need the whole season to get away from just everything. Just to be able to kind of refocus, rejuvenate myself, and just kind of like just be ready to get back to, making more money. And take some time to just chill out for a little while, 3 months. But I wouldn't spend too much money. I would go somewhere that I could just chill for the cheap. Somewhere that I can just chill for the cheap, or even just chill at home. I would just chill at home. I maybe go to another country or something for like a month. Like you said, I love the beach. I love nature. I want to be out there and get my feet wet. I'm a water sign, so I like the water. So I want to see that. I don't want to be near it, but I just want to see it. I want to see the water. I want to be able
Oh my goodness.
to look out the window and look at it. But because it be hot and water wash you away, and I ain't got time.
Okay. Now you just
That's why.
okay.
That's why I don't go into the water at the beach. You won't catch me.
You don't get anywhere near it, and it's hilarious.
I will get these ankles wet. I get these ankles wet. That's about it. If it go up to my calves, it's too far. I'll get my ankles wet.
You said if it goes to your calf. Like I'm not about to swim in it, but I'll let it get to like up to my thighs, and that's where that's my stopping point. It's like my thighs. Yeah.
Cause baby, them waves come in, baby, and next thing you know, you out there with Jack and them, man.
It's a risk. It's a risk I take.
I ain't ready, but I would go somewhere maybe like a month or so, come on, chill, and then I will come back and just kind of invest. So I always said that if I got an excessive amount of money or a large sum of money, I would invest in like some properties. So I would do like maybe like I would invest in some maybe houses to either like rent out or maybe do like an Airbnb situation. I feel like I could make more money on Airbnb than I could from a rental property. But I also want to buy an apartment complex because that's always going to make money. And I'll just hire a property management team to handle it so I ain't got that stress. Just run me my coins every month. But yeah, I will look for ways to grow my money so I don't have to ever worry about money again. And I'll give my family some, of course. And yeah, that's about it. That's what I would do. Anyway, I feel like that went on a lot. That's a long conversation, but it was a good one.
It was a good one.
All right. So shout out to you, Don Staley. So let's talk about Lizzo. Lizzo says she's sick of y'all, basically, and y'all need to mind y'all business. Basically is what she said. So the article reads, Lizzo fires back at critics of her see-through outfit. And so and it poses the question, remember when people minded their own effing business? And what do we say on this podcast all the time? Mind your business, boo. So anyway, the article reads, Lizzo is firing back at the critics who are bothered by the see-through outfit she wore to Cardi B's birthday party last week. Mind you, I thought Lizzo looked amazing in this outfit. But whatever. The 33-year-old, I didn't know she was 33. Wow. Responded to naysayers in an Instagram live video where she ranted for about 10 minutes and told her critics to basically kick rocks. Basically, she's upset because she's not really upset that people are like criticizing her, but it's like, why are you worried so much about what I'm doing? Like, you're worried so much about what I'm doing. And like, if you want to be completely honest, I believe that she has every right to say what she said. Now, there was a point in the Instagram live where she pulled down her pants and she showed her backside, and it is a beautiful backside that she shared with us. That it was a beautiful backside that Lizzo had. But I just really feel like that part she could have omitted that part from the Instagram live because but again, I'm minding my business. It didn't bother me either way. But I get it. Sometimes people need to see, and she basically telling people to kiss her ass. And sometimes people need to see. They need a visual. Sometimes they need to really understand what's going on. But anyway, she basically told them to basically kiss her ass, and she meant it from the bottom of her ass because it's bigger than her heart. And she was just basically saying, like, I'm not necessarily mad that. Let me find the exact quote because I don't want to misquote her. Where is it? She basically was saying that I don't give a F if people are mean to me. I'm rich. B. I'm beautiful and I have a beautiful family. I'm good. I got friends who love me. You think I'm worried about y'all? I'm not worried about y'all. I do this because y'all continually disrespect human beings like it's a sport. So basically, she's like coming on and ranting, like basically saying that, and people do, and I definitely agree. People think that it's okay just because social media is social media to get online and just air their grievances about anything and say whatever they want to about people. And I just think that like we have completely, like she said, adopted the idea that it's okay to continuously disrespect people and their children. And even Beyonce talked about this some years ago, but that people and their children and like just their lives, because it's social media and they're not accessible. You accessible, baby. Everybody got an IP address. Let's be clear. But yeah, so basically she went up there and the thing about it is, and like a fan noted this too. First of all, her outfit is kind of similar to like this outfit that Rihanna wore some years ago, and she got praised when she wore the outfit. But the fact that Lizzo, I feel like people do this because of the fact that Lizzo is a bigger woman, and how dare she have the idea that her body is beautiful because she's bigger. Yeah. Like, and to me, that is the most disgusting thing that you can do to someone, because let's be clear, everybody is beautiful. Everybody is beautifully and masterfully made. Masterfully, yeah. Made, and everybody's bodies deserve to be celebrated. Let's talk body positivity. So y'all not about to sit here and say Lizzo is doing too much. And a lot of people did have something to say about Chloe Bailey, but I feel like as a whole, people have defended her when people were disrespectful to her or saying things about her doing, quote unquote, doing too much or showing off her body. But then when Lizzo does it, because she is a bigger woman, it's like, you have the audacity to show you. How dare you be this comfortable in your skin to show your body in this way? Like that's what it's giving, you know. Yeah. So I feel like that's why she got on and ranted for as long as she did on Instagram, because like, y'all gonna stop this mess. Like, I feel like Lizzo is an example. Even people like myself, I'm not necessarily 100% secure in my body, but like, I feel like she is helping so many people out there to find that confidence in their body, to have that security in, you know, what they have and what they were blessed with and what they were born with. And like, I think it's a beautiful thing. And like, you ain't about to sit here and shame her because of what she's doing. You know, like, she is setting an example for so many people, being a role model to so many people when it comes to body positivity and confidence. And I just think that it's a beautiful thing. And I co-sign all of her statements wholeheartedly. And I also want to rant about. I also want to rant about the Chloe Bailey thing. People are talking about Chloe and like her showing off her body, and I'm like, okay, Chloe. We were introduced to Chloe as a very young girl. She's grown now. First of all, second of all, it's your problem if you find what she's doing is overly sexual. Because why are you sexualizing that anyway? It's a celebration of like what people decide to wear should not be something that's sexualized. Like that's your own doing. That's the individual's own doing. So miss me with that. Like, y'all are trash humans, actually, and deserve the pits of hell.
Okay, well. Okay, well, yeah. I did read I read that article. I didn't see her live, but I did read the article, and I laughed at her. The thing she was saying, just like, and just in like, I guess maybe because I read it like in her voice, so I'm like, I know she was like going off, and I mean, I can't blame her. It's crazy because I mean, she is like, when we talk about at this point right now, I feel like she is one of those celebrities where when we talk about like, you know, body positivity or, you know, big girls or just, you know, someone of a bigger size, period, I feel like she is a name that gets brought up often. I'm sleepy now. I just want you to know that has set in. But she she's a name that comes up with that conversation, you know. And she's very open. She's very, you know, she comes off very confident, very, very, you know, loving of herself and her body and her physical form. And, you know, and I feel like it does. I feel like pretty much like, I'm in agreement. Basically just in agreement. Like, you know, they're going to always have something to say. I saw the outfit. There's nothing wrong with the outfit. They did compare it to Rihanna's outfit at the Met Gala, I think it was that year. And I agree. It wasn't as much outrage with Rihanna as I think it is with Lizzo. And I think it's differently, specifically because of, you know, her body type, you know. And it's just like, y'all ain't never gonna be happy. It's just another one of those situations where it's like, okay, yes, we support this. Oh, but no, not like that. Do it like this. Mm-hmm. So, you know, you want to be body positive, but oh, yes, we want to support you in your body positivity. Oh, but no, not like that. No, not that either.
Because you got a little too much, and we can't support that.
You're too brave. You're too confident. You're too loud with it. You're too.
That's the thing.
Too much. You need to be humble and you know, calm down
and you need to lose weight.
And it's just like,
oh my god. And another thing, I'm sorry. I'm gonna continue your thought.
You're fine. Go ahead.
And another thing, commenting on somebody. I saw this tweet yesterday, and it really resonated with my Shonda. I saw this tweet. Somebody was like, commenting on somebody's weight or body is not an introduction. Cause you go around your family and be like, "Oh, you getting a little thick. Hey, baby." That's really the first thing that you want to say to me. That's really.
You can't even say hello, and here you come talking about me and my body. Come on now.
You got a little thick since the last time I seen you, or well, you need to eat something, baby, or something.
You eating good, ain't you?
Go on there, grab your biscuit. This is rude as hell, actually.
It is, and it's just like, that's not the way to start things. Like, whatever, you can keep that to yourself if that's what you think or what you see. You can just keep that to yourself. Ain't nobody inviting you to make comments on bodies and what I look like or whatever. Like, anybody ask you for all that? Okay, yes. You
want this body. Let's be clear. You want this body. You want this. You ain't never had a body like this.
What is wrong with you? Something is wrong in that head.
I'm glad I didn't take a sip.
Oh my god.
You want this body.
Oh my god. But yeah, so shout out to her. We appreciate her boldness with supporting, with, you know, championing body positivity and actually championing it in like all forms, it seems, versus putting restrictions on people. And yeah,
absolutely. But yes, moving on along, that was a good conversation. All right. I kind of want to save that for last. So I want to give a shout out to all the rappers who are talking or have gone back to school or talking about going back to school and their accomplishments with academia, right? Yeah. Anyway, academia.
I think I've heard both.
Yeah. Cute, real cute. But I want to give a shout out to Lil Durk because he basically said that he wanted to challenge himself and actually go back to school to get his high school diploma. So if you guys don't know, Lil Durk is a rapper, very successful rapper. Actually, I think he has like, I want to say like 30 plus songs on the Hot 100 in this year alone. I think.
Wow.
I want to say.
Couldn't tell you one.
Or by this year, over the course of his career, by this year, I don't know if it's like this year period or like from his career up until this point. Don't know, but I like Lil Durk. But anyway, he basically tweeted the other day and said that he wanted to challenge himself. I want to say he's what, 29? Is he 29? Yep, 29. He's 29 this year, and he's actually attempting to go back and get his high school diploma. But he's not the only rapper that has done so. I want to say Quavo went back to school a couple of years back. Quavo from the Migos.
Quavo. I thought you said Flavo. I was like, who the
Oh
hell?
no, Quavo from the Migos. He went back to school, got his high school diploma. I want to Megan Thee Stallion graduating from college, Texas Southern, TSU. I want to say this fall she's graduating. But I want to say Coi Leray went back to school. So it's been a lot of rappers that are going back to school, and we love to see it. I just think it's dope to actually kind of like, go back, because a lot of us don't graduate from high school, and it's good to show people that it's okay. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can always go back and finish, and pursue your academic career. And I think that it's so dope to be in a position of power like that, or to have a platform like that and actually show that portion of the process, so you can help inspire our other Black youth who maybe did not go back to school or finish school. And so I think it's super dope. And so I just wanted to kind of highlight that. And then I want to talk about Squid Game. Have you watched another episode of Squid Game yet?
I watched the first episode. So that's it.
It stretched the whole life.
It was a lot. Well, it wasn't even that it was like a whole lot, but it was something. I just told myself I'm gonna go back to it one day. I'm gonna go back one day. But I have to. The thing is, like, I need to go do it quickly, because I actually was like on Twitter earlier, and like I clicked on like a tweet that like mentioned Squid Game, but then like the like immediate replies were like talking about the ending, and I had to like close out of it.
Close it out.
Like, yeah.
I want to say I'm on episode like 3. I want to finish it. That show stressed me out. So it stresses my life out so bad. Like, I just cannot do it. Like, it really does. But it's a really good show, and it's wildly popular. But I just wanted to mention it because, first of all, I can't say that because I'm going to. Anyway, I was about to say too much. But I was about to say way too much for people that listen.
Okay.
Take a sip. But it's a wildly popular show, and like literally, I've seen so many people. I think I've seen more people talk about Squid Game on social media or like Facebook than I've seen of any other show. But I'm saying all that to say that Squid Game is positioning itself as Netflix's like biggest show ever. Like, I want to say that they are just, I want to say, just short of generating like $9 million in value for Netflix. And the article that I'm reading says that it's estimated to generate $891 million in revenue for Netflix alone. Like, that show alone.
Oh my God.
Yes. Everybody is watching Squid Game. Everybody's watching it. And I think it's really dope, especially for the creators of the show, because it's like, wow, like this idea that you have, and you too, you're getting into a position, sir, where you're going to be in these writing rooms. And so it's just dope to kind of see these people like create these shows that are like wildly successful like this, and like the idea to create the show, like who would have thought, like, but it's a really good show. I'm gonna finish it. I really gotta take it just kind of slow. I'm on episode 3. I gotta get to it. But I think it's only 8 episodes in the first season, right? Like, is that something like that?
I don't know. There's gonna be more than one season?
Well, yeah,
I guess it depends on how
I
it
don't
ends.
know. Yeah, well, I kind of know how it ends. I'm so horrible. Like, I just can't.
Yeah, you are.
I cannot. So I'm the type of person where I cannot, like, if a show is stressing me out like this, I cannot like let it die. I have to find out what's gonna happen at the end. I'm even the same way when I read books. Sometimes I'll read the last chapter of a book, and then I'll go back and read the book and be like, how they get to this point. And so, like, and that's why I don't really mind going back and watching, or finding out what happens at the end of an episode, just because, or a series, just because I know I'll go back and watch it and figure out how, or see how I get back to this point, and it also helps me to be able to kind of pick up on things that happen throughout the series. He's like, I'm not feeling it. But it also gives me an idea of things that like happen throughout the series that like I should potentially keep an eye out for too. So like that way I'm picking up on something I ain't gotta go back. I know, but that's the way I kind of am able to see what's actually going on throughout the series. The only show that I did not do like that, well, two shows that I didn't do like that is P-Valley and Lovecraft Country. I actually watched those like throughout and didn't find out what's going to happen at the end, but which Lovecraft Country, oh, so sad it's not coming back.
Right.
But anyway, those are the only two shows that I have not done that to. And like on my blog, well, it's been a couple, but shows that stress me out to that point, the point that's quick, I cannot let it die. I cannot. I gotta find out what's gonna happen at the end. Who gonna live? Who gonna die? I need to know.
And you were me. You were.
And I also
me so bad.
And I have attachment issues, so like or abandonment issues. So I don't want to like find out that a character that I love dies in the series prior to knowing they died. So like you ain't about to leave me in my feelings. Like I already got enough emotions. I don't need the extra.
You gonna be in your feelings anyway, because you still gotta watch them die.
Mm-hmm. But if I know they die, they gonna die. I don't get emotional attachment to him because I'm like, he gonna die. He gonna die. Just like I was about to say too much. I can't say that because this is a spoiler. But anyway, but yeah. So watch Squid Game. We're gonna finish it. We're gonna get through this together.
I mean, you already got through it. Look like you already know how it's gonna end. You already know.
Well, I have an idea. I know who won. I just don't know. Like, I feel like there's a lot of like. I feel like there's a lot of twists and turns that I don't know that I purposely did not read. I just wanted to find out who won. I didn't find out like how it happened or like what twist took place. I just know who won. That's all I know. So it's still gonna be a surprise to me, but it's not gonna be a surprise that he won. I just want to see how he won or she won.
Okay. You know, I was about to take a moment and drag you and people like you, but I'm not gonna do it because we don't have time. We don't have time. But I was just gonna
drag me.
That's part of it. No, it's just my thing is that for those of us who may have created or are creating or will create things, such as books, movies, TV shows, whatever. We don't create it for you to jump to the end. We create it so that you enjoy and pick things up as you go through it. Okay? That's part of the format. That's part of the goal. That's part of the things you read about online or you learn or you talk when you're writing things is, developing things as they go. We're developing them and you have like a template or a general idea of like where to place certain things, where to put the climax, where to put the inciting incident, where to put these, so that you can get to the end of the story. Things that build it up. It makes the story like an arc. And it's like an arc. And for people like you who jump to the end,
and we ruin
and you ruin it. And it's like I don't know why it would even bother me as much, I guess, because it's like, well, it's ruining it for you technically, but it's also like, how dare you? Like, how dare you? But you know what? It's fine. And all that aside, shout out to the creators of Squid Game because the guy who actually created it, he shopped that around for 10 years before anybody picked it up.
Really? I'm surprised. Yes. It's good.
Yeah, he shopped that around for 10 years before they actually went into production. So I just think, that's great. So I'm happy for him. I'm glad that it's doing what it's doing, that it's grossing what it's grossing, and I hope that opens up many. I'm sure it's already opening up many more doors for him and everyone who's a part of the process. So yeah, that's dope. That's really dope.
Yeah. I see for me though, like I think it's more of a comprehension thing to me because like I don't like going back and rewatching the shows and picking up on Easter eggs that I missed, So
but that's what Easter eggs are. There are things you have to pay attention to catch. So that means you have to pay attention, which means you need, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and they're Easter eggs, like it's easy to miss them because they are Easter eggs. But you know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay if you miss it.
So you can go back and be like,
a
oh,
lot of
that's
times,
why so-and-so
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, so you have, you know what I'm saying? It's things for, you know, for you to catch later on. Y'all know how it goes. It's something in episode 1 that connects to something in episode 6 that you won't know until it makes sense until episode 6. And, you know, hey, that's okay. You just pay attention. And the hope is that you're so enthralled and you're watching and you're really enjoying it so much where it's like you're catching those things. And then later on, it's like, oh, that's what that meant. I didn't understand because you got it. And sometimes, you know, you just don't get it and you just got to Google it. You know, you find when people start making articles.
Completely off my head. I missed the whole thing.
So, you know, and that happens too. Some things are just a little too obscure for you to really catch the first time around. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know, just some. But you know what? As long as you're like really paying attention, then I know for me, like when I watch stuff, I'm good for like being on my laptop or being on my phone at the same time. So I'm like looking down and looking up and looking down and looking up. So that's how you miss a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to the creator of Squid Game and everybody involved. And you know, we're gonna see more of them, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've sat here and almost drank this whole bottle of wine.
No, you haven't.
I don't even know if you can really see.
No, I can't see. Oh, Brian.
Look at what that wine bottle is. And I feel some water. I feel it.
I bet you ain't got no choice.
Oh my god! Let's stay here and drink this whole damn.
Nigga said he feel it. I bet you feel the whole trip it took from the moment it was created to the moment it made it to the shelf.
I feel great. Great.
Woo, boy.
Oh man,
hilarious.
So I also wanted to mention, I don't know if you guys have seen or checked it out, but there was a first look or like a trailer of Disney, not Disney. I don't know why Disney is in my mind. Probably because I was watching that interview with Zendaya yesterday. But anyway, so that was the first look of the CW's new show. Their new DC show, or part of the show that's going to be part of the Arrowverse called Naomi. Have you seen it?
A show called? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
It's called Naomi, and it's going to be produced by Ava DuVernay.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a show. Again, it's a DC show. And again, it's produced by Ava DuVernay. And some of the shows that are in the DC Arrowverse, I want to say Black Lightning. Hold on.
Arrowverse. Like, I thought you meant like it was like connected to Green Arrow or something.
So Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, Batwoman, and Superman, and Lois are all a part of the DC Arrowverse. And so this show is going to be a new series, a part of that lineage. And so it's super pop. So that's all super popular amongst like a lot of comic book fans. I'm excited about it. I checked out and I'll leave a link. If you're watching on YouTube, I will leave a link in the description box with the link to the little snippet they show. But basically, what the article reads is, in the 1 minute long clip, we see Naomi in her school classroom before she rushes out to see what the uproar is involving Superman. So she gets a text while she's sitting in the middle of class that something is going on with Superman. And at the end of the video, she faints, and we see someone flying through the sky, which is presumably Superman, but then she passes out. So like, it's just kind of like, what's going to happen? Like, what's going on? So it's scheduled to release in 2022. There's no official release date, but there's a lot of great people working on the show. What's the name of one of the producers that's involved with P-Valley and Filthy Rich is a part of the show as a producer of the show. Anyway, I'm just saying that to say check out the trailer. It looks like it's going to be really good. If you enjoy Black Lightning or Arrow or any of the other the DC shows that are on CW, then you like this show. I assume, and it's dope to see Black people um, behind these shows, and the main character is a woman of color, black woman or black girl. So super dope. I'm excited about it.
Wow.
Black Lightning is my favorite show amongst the DC shows on the CW. So I'm excited to check this one out, and because they're black, and I'm rooting for everybody black.
Amen. Wow. Okay. It's gonna be dope.
So there's that. And last thing I wanted to mention, which is more so of a serious topic. So there was this past week there was some conflicting information regarding the case with Jehlani Day. I don't know if you guys have been living in a rock or not, but Jehlani Day was found a couple of weeks back. Well, he was reported missing a couple of weeks back. After 24 days of him being missing, they found his body. Where was it? In Chicago? Chicago, right?
I think so.
And so there's been autopsies done on his body, and there's been 2 autopsies done, and there was one autopsy reporting that both autopsies reporting that he was missing his eyes as well as his teeth, and he was missing some organs. So there were some rumors being released that he that this had something to do with organ trafficking or organ harvesting. And the attorney that's working with his family has released a statement basically saying that they don't think that this is the case of organ harvesting and trafficking, that basically his remains, because he was presumably in the body of water, the lake that he was in, for around 11 days. So his body decay had, it's consistent with him being in water for that amount of time, like warm water for that amount of time. So he was missing his eyes. But they did say in one of the autopsies that his jaw was sawed off. So they have every reason to believe that there was foul play, that this is absolutely a murder, but they don't think that it's a case of organ harvesting or anything like that. And his family basically released that they don't want this to be a case of organ harvesting or want that to be the highlight of justice for him. They just literally want to find out like what's going on. Like they don't want any rumors out there like that. And you just have to respect that. And naturally, a lot of times when people pass, my first thought at least is what happened, And so I think a lot of people are in the position of like trying to figure out what happened. And although I do not believe that, reports of organ harvesting or trafficking are conspiracy, because there's people out there that really think that it's conspiracy. Like, let's be clear, like there's a market for people who are suffering with organ damage, and people will go to the ends of the world to try to save people they quote unquote love, or save people in a higher position of power. I ain't gonna go too far in that because they IP addresses, but you won't get me. But but they don't want this to be a case of that. They just kind of want to just kind of find out like what happened, find out information about what happened, and get justice for him, which is ultimately the root of it. And they're not ruling out organ harvesting, but they just don't want that to be the highlight of what's going on right now. They want to focus their efforts on finding out what exactly happened to him, how this happened. So I'm just sending prayers up for his family, his loved ones. Like it's so tragic, and it's so scary and it's so many people going missing lately. Like so many people going missing, especially people of color, like Black people that are gone missing and have been found dead. Like the young lady that was found dead in the police car this past week. And I'm praying for everybody's loved ones, and I'm praying for all the families involved in all these missing cases. As of lately, it did warm my heart. I don't even know the exact name, and I probably should have Googled it. But there was someone that had went missing this past week, but they were found and in good health, so that's good. But I'm urging everybody just to stay safe, just watch your surroundings at all times and just stay prayed up, man. There's too much going on in the world. Too much, way too much going on in the world. And we want to get justice for Jehlani.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anyway, that's all I have for
you. Are chewing the hell out of it.
It's good. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did right there anyway. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Was that it for Grapevine? Not this week's.
Yeah, that's it for Grapevine.
All right. So we're moving on to what are we doing? Sound check. I really haven't been listening to a whole lot of new stuff. I've still been listening to JoJo's Trying Not to Think About It. Still very much my thing right now. It's very fitting. I saw the post on like Twitter where they were talking about, Adele's about to drop and SZA and Summer Walker, and they was like, "Whoa, we're about to be very emotional this fall." Blah blah. I'm like, "You're right." And you know how we were talking like last week about, or maybe we were just conversing just about how Adele. Oh yeah, when she dropped Adele is the next song I'm talking about. Adele's dropping hers. She just dropped her song. Her album's about to come. We were talking like, oh, she knows what she's doing because she about to release sad music during this season, and it's like, okay, And I thought about that because I was like, JoJo did just drop hers too, and I was like, she knew what she was doing because her music very much fit. This project very much fits into the emotional spectrum. But yeah, so I've been listening.
Why does fall have to be that? Fall is my favorite season. Fall, winter, spring, summer joggers.
Okay.
In my charade voice, but. Fall is like my favorite season, and I just really don't want to equate it with sadness, but I do go through seasonal depression this time of year, so I guess it is fitting.
It doesn't have to be. It's just how a lot of people associate, I guess, for whatever. I wonder how that started, but anyway, yeah. So I listened to JoJo, and of course, as I just mentioned, Adele. She just dropped her song "Easy on Me," and I like the song. I do like the song. I'm looking forward to the album. I will say, I like the song. I'm looking to see what else she has. I feel like it's very just kind of like, okay. And so I like it. I like the video. I saw another meme where they were talking about how this scene, this one was very focused on the house that she was in. And apparently like on like her first album, 19, she started out one of her videos. It might have been Rolling in the Deep. She started out her video sitting in the living room of a house. And then another one, I forgot the next song that was in the living room of a house. And then the final one, so they were saying like, oh, this is her first, like the first one was like where she like started the house or she built the house or something. The second one was where she was living in the house. And the third one is where this was her like leaving that house. So it's all supposed to be symbolic. And I was like, didn't even notice, didn't even think about that. But thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, of course not.
Interpretation.
Yes, and we love that art. That's
right,
art.
I
love
it.
that.
I want to give her a shout out. I'm sorry.
Who? Go ahead.
Adele. I wanted to give her a shout out because I wanted to mention about that song how it broke BTS's record or Spotify record for the most streams in a single day. So this is her first single since 2016. And it broke Spotify's record for most global streams in a day. I want to say she got like 20.9 million global streams.
Oh my god!
No, that's what BTS got back in back in May. Adele, how many? I don't even think this says how many she got. It doesn't say, but she broke their record. They had 20.9 million streams a day in that day, and she broke their record. And even looking at her video, she had like 1 million views within the first couple of hours, like hour.
Oh, yeah, the first hour she had 1 million. Because when I looked at it, it was like an hour after it came out, and it was at 1 million. I was like, okay.
I wonder how many is that now. Let's see.
But
people been waiting for Adele, baby.
That's what it is. We just been waiting for Adele, and like, that's what we look for. We're looking for this from Adele, and people are excited about that. We're excited about sad music from Adele. But yeah, other than that, well,
This music video came out 2 days ago. 66 million views. Wow.
they're not playing with her. They're not playing with her in this song, and that's it, because she's back, and now her album about to drop next month, so we're really gonna be sad just in time for Thanksgiving. So,
Not to, because after like the first week of November, I always, when the time changes. Last year I didn't, surprisingly, but when the time changes and daylight saving times roll around and we have less daylight, I get in my feelings, and I really don't need it. But I'm gonna listen to the album. I'm gonna listen to it like several times.
oh, absolutely.
And but when she opened her mouth, the first time she opened her mouth on that track, I was like, "Whoo!" She, to the upper room I went. To the upper room.
Not the upper room. Oh my god! But yeah, so looking forward to that. Other than that, an artist I mentioned, independent artist I mentioned before, C Maze. That's the letter C is in Charles, and the word maze all together is one. He released a single called "When You Go." So definitely go support and listen to him. And Eric Bellinger. I don't know if I mentioned the album. I think I mentioned a song because he had a song with Brandy. But his project, New Light. It came out probably like weeks ago at this point. But yeah, Eric Bellinger, he's a beast. He can sing. He's a great songwriter. He's written for plenty of our faves. So yeah, go listen and support him. And he has a lot of music. That's one thing about him. I'm just like, how do you create so much music? He has so many songs, so many albums. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But yeah, anyway, that's really all I have for Soundcheck. What about you?
I just want to mention, hold on one second. Sorry. I'm just trying to make sure I quote this right. Okay, so I just want to mention how there was a song released called "Somebody's Son." It's a Tiwa Savage song. It's featuring Brandy. It came out yesterday. Well, Friday. It's called "Somebody's Son." Beautiful record. If you have not checked it out, go check it out on everywhere you listen to music. But basically, the song is about she says in the song, basically, somebody's son gonna love me one day and respect me, and it's definitely an anthem. So go check it out. But I do want to shout them out too, because I want to say they are Tiwa. This song made Tiwa the first. The song became the first song by an Afrobeat female artist to debut on the Billboard charts. Oh, so wow. I just wanted to give them a shout out for that, because it's a dope song. And I was introduced to Tiwa on Beyonce's what's the name of the damn album? What's the name of the album for Lion King? The Gift?
The Gift.
I was introduced to her on the Gift. She's on the song Keys of the Kingdom, which is like one of my favorite songs on the album. But love Tiwa's voice, love her style, and like and her and Brandy together, like
the song is so good. I love it. I just love the way it's arranged and the way they sound. Like, it's just good, and I think a lot of people are like really resonating with it, from what I've seen on social media. So it's just a good song. Like, it's very vibey, it's very smooth, it's very just like, yeah, it's a good song. And yeah, that's all I have.
I'm sitting this cup of wine away from you, because if it sits with me, I'm gonna keep drinking it, and I don't need another drop. I don't need another drop in this episode.
Please.
But yeah. So good music was released this week, definitely. definitely. And you guys go listen to it, please.
Gracias. Okay. Well, that's in the grapevine. So the grapevine is over. Is there any?
Oh, sound check. Sound check is over.
Sound check. I'm asleep at this point.
It's okay. and get your rest.
But you know, I need it. I need it. If my body would just let me sleep until a reasonable hour, then that would be great instead of waking up stupid early for no reason. Okay. Well, are we talking about any topics, or are we just kind of done with that?
I was gonna talk about we talked about it in the beginning of the episode, but I was gonna bring up the importance of spending time alone.
Oh, go for it.
So, just to kind of reiterate, we spoke at the beginning of the podcast about the importance of spending time alone. And I will reiterate again that it's so important to just kind of take a step back, spend time with yourself, get into the habit of practicing self-love, self-acceptance, self-worth. It's transformative. When you have value in yourself and spend time with yourself and love yourself through and through, into the thick of it, and with your flaws and all, baby, and accept and embrace your flaws and all, you deal with a lot less bullshit, and you start to really own your worth. And I think that's so very important, especially when you're dealing with people out here in these streets who will take advantage of you regardless of whatever you feel like your worth is. So when you know your worth, you tolerate less, and it's just a whole vibe all around. So practice some time alone, people. Transformative. Anyway.
I agree. Take your time to yourself. And if you are someone who does not really care to be by yourself, or, you know, I know there are some people who don't like to be alone with their thoughts. Their thoughts are like really, really loud, or really comfortable, or really negative. You know, that is the time that's when you bring in some help. You know, that's when you go to the therapist or the counselor, and, you know, have somebody help you to work through those thoughts and like compartmentalize and just kind of figure out what works for you, so that you can address your thoughts and your feelings and make sense of things. This world is just full of so many things, good and bad, and some of it can be very, very overwhelming. So, you know, and it makes it hard for some people to just really just be still, just to be still alone, or to go out alone and do things alone, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying, for those specifically who just really struggle as far as like mentally and just working through those thoughts, you know, don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to you know, to find you somebody that you feel you can trust, to share those thoughts with, and to work through them. Because sometimes there are just some thoughts or some situations that you can't figure out on your own. You can't work through on your own, and that's nothing to be ashamed about. There's a lot of expectations put on us as humans by other humans who also are barely managing their own lives. And you know what I'm saying, you know, don't be like them. Take the time and don't let outside forces dictate how to handle your internal issues or internal thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, don't be ashamed about that, because it's hard out here. It's hard out here for everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's easier for some folks, you know, people who got more money, you know, it's easier to some degree. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still hard out here for everybody in some way or some shape or form. So take your time to yourself. And if your time to yourself is really just not working for you, then let's unpack that. Let's look into that. Let's see why that is. Because there's something there. There's something there. Gotta be.
You mentioned a little bit earlier how if you find yourself alone with your thoughts and you can't necessarily deal with them, face them. Like, really the only way to get through those thoughts is to face them. Get through whatever situation is to face them head on, because a lot of times you feel like it's a little overwhelming, but a lot of times it's not even really as overwhelming as you really think it is. It just really just boils down to like you really just confronting those things. And like you said, if you find that you can't confront them alone, get a therapist. I was watching this episode of Girlfriends yesterday, and I was rewatching the series on Netflix, and Joan was going to therapy about her relationship with Tony, and Maya has said that, and we know this, has been the conversation for many years, that Black people don't go to therapy. And I was just like, wow, our ideas of therapy really have changed throughout the years, and I'm glad that they have. I'm glad a lot
Yeah.
of people are, championing therapy. And I thought this wine has my tongue heavy, but I just think it's really important to confront those. And like you said, if you can't do it alone, do it with somebody else.
Yeah. And if you can afford therapy, find you someone to
Yeah.
talk to. Just find you someone to talk to and journal or whatever to get it. Sometimes writing it out.
Writing out your thoughts.
On paper.
Yeah, sometimes actually kind of seeing things in black and white makes it a little bit more tangible, and it makes it feel like you can kind of overcome it. I tell people that all the time on my finance calls, like, write your budget out. Like, look at your budget, because you doing something that ain't right.
Right.
And like actually seeing it in black and white versus like saying, oh, this is what I'm doing. I bought this. Like, you ain't really seeing those totals. Like, you need to saying it to say that sometimes actually writing it out, it really helps to kind of like look at it and be like, you know what? Wow. And sometimes it like you're my go-to when I need like some really honest like self-evaluation of myself, because you ask me a question and I'll be like, hold on, wait. Like, I was not ready for that. I was not. You are asking too much of me right now. But it makes me think. It really does make me think about like just me. And like, you really honestly have helped me like navigate like relationship situations. Because of how I am and just like kind of what you like some of the things you say, and I just be like, you don't know me.
But you know, like,
they'll be like that nigga know me.
But you know, and the other reason, like, a lot of that even worse, or I ask you those questions because we're really similar, you know, when it comes to dealing with people. And so sometimes you like say something, I'm like, well, is that really like, you know? So then I have to ask, because I'm like, it's like I'm asking you and myself at the same time, because it's like, well, am I really addressing this? Is this something that I didn't know was there? Am I being honest with myself? Am I being honest with whoever I'm dealing with? You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot of good conversations about stuff like that. We have a lot of good conversations.
And it's really helpful. It really is really helpful. Like sometimes in the moment, I'm not ready for the question. I just I'm gonna have to think on that and get back to you, because I just really don't know how to answer that right now. But like, it's really helpful. But I'm saying that to say that like, kind of find your person. You know, sometimes whatever you're going through, and it could be different people for different topics, you know, like different situations, but find somebody that you can talk to and kind of map those things out. And again, if you can't afford therapy, go to a therapist. Or check with your EAP.
Get your EAP.
You probably got some free sessions. And you get free sessions at least the EAP I work for, you get free sessions for every issue. So it could be grief, it could be marriage, it could be whatever. You get free sessions for any situation. So, and your therapist will let you know what you need to get therapy for. They'll let you know, like, okay, so you might need some
right.
You might need some anxiety sessions, or you might need some sessions for depression, or you know, like they'll let you know. So keep that in mind. Ask your HR. If you can't afford it.
Okay. And
if you can't afford it, get them for free. Because like, who's trying to throw money away? They ain't got to throw away.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Oof, wow. Okay. Well, what are you doing? The sun is setting, so I have to keep like adjusting my blinds. Or it's not setting, but it's moving. Anyway. Okay. Well, everyone. Do we have any kind of closing words aside from that before we go?
The offer still stands for you guys to send me your nudes. I am in a position now that I'm willing to accept more of those, and I am the nude analyst, if you would.
The nude analyst.
If you want to. Okay, so the reason I always mention these nudes, because sometimes like I scroll through my Twitter account that I don't have. I scroll through sometimes, and even though I don't have it, I still scroll through that account sometimes, or the feed for that account, and I see nudes, and I'm like, oh, that could have been a good nude, and it's okay, you know, it's a decent nude, but I feel like it could have been better, and so. If you are in a situation where you're maybe talking to someone or trying to entice somebody to come slide through for a sneaky link, or if you're trying to, slide into someone's DM via a nude, and you want it to look the best way possible, then I suggest you send your nudes to me because I will analyze your nude. I will tell you how you can shift the camera to make it look a little bit more enticing, how you can really elevate your
You.
nudes. That is what I am here to do. I am Bryant Devon, the nude analyst. Because and I've seen leaked nudes where I'm like, damn, you actually sent that to someone. You should not have sent that nude. If you would have just done this, then that leaked nude could have went viral and you could have got a check. And I just really feel like with me as your nude analyst,
I'm so sick of this title.
if with me as your nude analyst, I can really help you have you navigate that situation a little bit better because you want to present yourself in the best light at all times possible, and that's really our goal as human beings to present ourselves in the best light possible. And I just want you to be great out here because in the event that your nude does get leaked, you're proud of it. You know, it's a great nude and like, hey, that's me. I did that because I took a good nude. And everybody has their angles. And if you wanted to hop on a FaceTime call just completely naked, I won't be naked. I just want to see. And we can really assess, and that's really an extra fee, but we can assess your situation. So even when you're on a FaceTime call, or if you wanted to adjust the camera, maybe know where to set it up, I can definitely help with that.
This has gone so longer, so much longer than I thought.
And so yeah, I just really wanted to really present my services because I really don't think people realize how important it is to take quality nudes. I really don't think it is. And you know, when you're in a relationship, your partner's gonna love whatever nude you send. But you want your partner to feel like they with the best. Yeah, you're right, because I've received some news from a partner. I'm just like, why are you saying? Why? If you would have adjusted the camera a little bit more, that cellulite wouldn't have shown right there. But
okay. No, don't.
Cellulite is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I like cellulite. I love me some cellulite. But sometimes when you like the lighting can make cellulite look like just kind of like unflattering. I think cellulite is absolutely flattering. Embrace your cellulite. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying it, but I'm just saying. And you guys know if you've seen photos with an excessive amount of cellulite just due to the lighting, it can make the picture look a little harsh. So I don't want to look at your nude and feel like if I rub against your thigh that I'm essentially laying on a Brillo pad. You know, because it can look a little rough sometimes, and so if you
I just feel like at this point you're just digging yourself.
You just want you want your cellulite to look soft like it is. The cellulite is soft.
We don't have to. We don't. It's okay. We don't have to.
I don't want you to walk around looking like.
Okay. Yep. Nope. All right. Well, because you just please. Yeah. Pick that back up.
I'm done.
You are hilarious.
I got cellulite. I'm fat.
Okay. Well,
but I know how to take my pictures. not that I take them anyway, Mama. I don't take those type of photos.
I cannot wait. I hope the moment she sees this or listens to this, that she pauses it and she calls you. And I hope I am nearby. I hope I am just like in the other room, like in my room when you're in your room, and I can just hear it. Wow, that's gonna be wonderful. Oh, it's gonna be great. Love her so much.
She know we all have lived. I'm sure she's never taken a nude. Oh God, I hope the hell. But,
okay, well, all right.
We've all lived.
So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in this week. We're super grateful as always. As always, you can follow us on Instagram at InMyBlackOpinion. Like us on Facebook, InMyBlackOpinion. Email us at InMyBlackOpinion@gmail.com if you have anything you want to give your opinion about, you want us to give our opinion about, any stories you want us to look into and give our opinions on, or just anything interesting, you have certain situations maybe you want our opinion about, feel free. Email us at InMyBlackOpinion@gmail.com. Also, check out the website, InMyBlackOpinion.com, get you a shirt, feature, more items will be added in the near future. And then for those who are listening, remember, go find us on YouTube. search for In My Black Opinion, all one word. Search for In My Black Opinion, all one word, and we'll pop up and hit that subscribe button. And feel free to watch. You know, sometimes you may feel the need, you may want to see the reactions that I have to Bryant and his nude analyst thing. And feel free to just go ahead up on YouTube and watch us do this thing that we do I call the podcast. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys one more time, because you know I'm gonna keep doing it. Hope you guys have a wonderful week, or wherever you are. Hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, week. And yeah, man, we will see you next week.
I am proud of this episode, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye.
Bye.